AT&T sells more iPhones this quarter than ever before. T-Mobile officially unveils its rate plans and its new ad for the Motorola Click, and a bunch of other Apple news. Today is Tuesday, October 27th, and it's time to get teched up. So, AT&T sells more iPhones this quarter. Of the 4.3 million new integrated devices that were activated during this quarter, 3.2 million were iPhones, which constitutes 74% of activations. 40% of those activations were new AT&T customers, and moreover, their churn rate, which is basically the rate, the percentage of people that leave AT&T for a different subscriber, was 1.17%, which is dramatically low for any subscribers that have such a percentage for people leaving. So far, this is a great quarter for AT&T and for Apple as well, selling so many iPhones. But it's contributing even more to the iPhone shortage that is being seen nationwide. And because of that, Apple has started to increase its production for its iPhone. They've already put orders up 20% for the parts to make the iPhone for this holiday season. Since they do think that they'll be selling a lot more during Christmas time, Thanksgiving time, for presents and gifts, stuff like that. So they should be prepared, hopefully. Cross your fingers, guys. In other wireless news, T-Mobile announced their new Even More and Even More Plus plans. Basically, one is contracted, one isn't. The Even More plan is about $99 if you want everything. You'll get your 2-year contract that's required. You'll get discounts on your phones, and for $99 you get unlimited text, phone, and internet, which is pretty good. Now for the Even More Plus, which is kind of more of a bargain than anything else, there's no contract, but you do have to pay the full price for your phone. So let's say you wanted to buy a MyTouch 3G, you'd have to pay the full $350. I believe it's $350 for the MyTouch 3G. You wouldn't get any subsidized price. But you do get unlimited texting, voice, and data, because, I mean, voice no one really uses anyways. But you get all those three for about $80 for everything, which is significantly less than the competition, even less than Sprint's all-you-can-eat plan, I believe. But they just announced that the other day, so it should be out in stores already. You can go get a phone with that plan if you really wanted to. In other T-Mobile news, they finally unveiled a Click commercial. Basically, shows everything that it can do in the social networking aspect of Click. So you'll be able to get like your Twitter updates, your Facebook status updates. They're advertising their 3G speeds, even though, a little asterisk at the bottom, it's not available everywhere yet because it's T-Mobile. I've seen this phone in other videos. I haven't seen it in person yet, but it's kind of sluggish. It's not as, the screen at least isn't as quick as, let's say, the HTC Sense Android UI with all the different widgets and scenes. And this has a lot of widgets. It just doesn't, not that it doesn't handle them properly, but since the widgets are constantly receiving information from Twitter, from MySpace, from Facebook, from Picasa, Last.fm, anywhere that you have it set up, it's going to be eating up a lot of your data connection, eating up a lot of your battery life, and just making your phone slow overall. There have been tests of, let's say you turn this off, and then you leave a couple things on, and then yeah, your phone will stay alive longer and it will be a little faster, but then you have to sacrifice basically the things that you have purchased the phone for, which I don't think anybody wants to do. And finally, in Apple news, they're spending about $4 million to renovate a Chicago subway station. They're making a new Apple store on the intersection of North and Halsted in Chicago, and across the street where previously in the lot that they're building there was a gas station, and across the street from that gas station is the Red Line train station, which is kind of depressing because it's really ugly and old and rusted. And so they're donating, well not donating, but they're spending $4 million to renovate that train station, since it's right across the street from the new Apple store. They don't want it to be ugly. And of course they're not doing this for free or without a little bargain. Due to the fact that they are rebuilding this station, they are giving, the city of Chicago is giving them naming rights. Not that they can name the station outright, but they have the ability to reject names that people propose for it. So people have been joking around saying that they'll probably name it the iStop or something like that. I wouldn't doubt it, but would you really want a train station full of Apple propaganda, flyers everywhere of iPods, of iPhones, of Macs, MacBooks? Because you know that's going to happen if Apple endorses $4 million into the rebuilding of a subway station. That's what's going to happen. Apple propaganda and paraphernalia everywhere. So I just wanted to know, what did you think of that? Do you think that that's a good idea? Or do you think that Apple will really rebuild it and then institute so many Apple-like propaganda? Or will they just make it nice and leave it as it is and not put all these flyers around and stuff like that? Let me know in the video reply or in a text comment below. And as always, make sure to rate and subscribe. So this is Tuesday, October 27th, and you've just been teched up.